Hey, look at that. Look what we did. I'm back, and you got your internet working finally. So, guys, It's time for another episode of BodySlam.net's Wrestle Watch podcast. It is me, Cassidy Haynes, owner of BodySlam.net, and I'm joined by Tom Talks Rubbish. Tom held it down for me for a few weeks while I was away, and I appreciate him for it.
By the way.
Oh, yeah, Jamie stepped in for me. I'd had him come in and fill in, so that worked out great. You guys did a good job. I appreciate it.
He's a lot of fun. I'll say that.
He can be, yeah. Don't let him, Tom. Don't tell him I said that, though. Can't put him over on the show. Don't want to get him a big head. We don't want to get him inflated. He gets a big head as it is. But anyway, brother, hey, it's good to have you back, man. It's been a hot minute. So, and we're live. We're actually live this week, so we can comment. We can hang out with everybody. But
I was trying to think, bro. When was the last time we hung out to do this? You've missed 2, right?
Yeah, so it's been about 3 weeks. It was before I went to Nashville. So we missed the one. Yeah, so yeah. But hey, man, stuff happens, and we're here. We're live this week. So yeah, man, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. And yeah, all that good stuff. So guys, if you're not watching, I'm sure you're watching us. If you're not watching us, I don't know what we're doing. But subscribe to the YouTube channel down below if you haven't done that already. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. Join us in the comments today, guys, and send in slam chats. Go to slamchats.com, all that good stuff. But let's get some housekeeping out of the way, guys. Follow me on the Twitch or the Twitter gimmick, Twitter at right here, Casshole. Make sure you follow Body Slam on Twitch as well. It's Body Slam Net on Twitch, I think. Tom, follow Tom on the. Well, I have to do it. It's right
on the Twitter gimmick.
On the Twitter gimmick, wherever it is. There. Anyway, Tom Talks Rubbish. Follow him. Follow BodySlam.net, guys. You can do that on Twitter as well. It's at BodySlamNet. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us and all that. But man, it's this is a week of bad matches. That was the gimmick and the angle we went with. We had a poll going. Did you? It was a pretty popular poll this week. Let's see exactly.
It did really well. I think a lot of our BodySlam.net colleagues wanted to see us suffer, so they retweeted it.
Nice. Yeah, I suck at setting the time on these polls, apparently, because I was like, yeah, I'm going to set the poll for a couple of days, give it time to run, and then I totally forgot to even set the time. And when I do set the time, I set it wrong, and it's like not the right day that I chose. But
to peel the curtain back, what normally happens with a poll is I normally give you the matches, then I go to bed, and I'll see it in the morning, like when I first get up, and I look in the morning, and it goes something like 16 hours left. I was like, wait, what?
Hey, though, we got 86 votes, which was like 4 times what we got last time. So, but
I think that's a record for us.
No, we've had over 100 before.
Have we?
Yeah. When I set it for a week and we pushed it, I don't remember which match it was, but we definitely have had over 100 before. But yeah, we each picked 2 matches. And you guys voted on it over at the Wrestle Watch Pod, which you can follow at Wrestle Watch Pod. And my dog just opened my door. Awesome. But this week we chose 4 terrible matches. And you picked 2. And I picked 2. And the choices were, and I'll go down the actual results too. So I chose one of my 2 choices came in second and third. So we'll start at the bottom. One of yours was Brock versus Goldberg from WrestleMania 20. That came in
at bad.
It's not a good one, but it came in at 17.4%. Now, I chose 2 terrible matches. One of them was Al Snow versus the Big Boss Man from WWF Unforgiven 1990. And it was the Kennel from Hell match. So it was like a Hell in the Cell Kennel terrible gimmick match. Horrible fucking match. 26.7% vote on that one. And I
it
also
has dogs not doing what they want to do. So that's bad in my book already.
During this angle was when Bossman killed Pepe or whatever dog's name was. What was his dog's name? Anyway.
I can't remember.
I also voted and nominated for the WCW Great American Bash 1991 scaffold match between Terry Taylor and Steve Austin. Against
is this where Jim Cornette blows out his knee?
No, that was a long time ago. That was before that. That was like Night of the Skywalkers, 86 or 7 or something like that. This was a tag team match between Steve Austin and Terry Taylor against Bobby Eaton and P and News. So that's just a shit show waiting to happen. I don't know if anybody can picture that in their minds, but it's as bad as you would think it is. You got 450-pound P and News or whatever he weighed trying to fucking walk on a scaffold at like 8 foot wide that's shaking like crazy. Bobby Eaton and Terry Taylor pretty much just handled that, and Steve Austin. There's a lot of crawling around, a lot of not touching each other for the first 15 minutes of that match, so that was fun.
My thinking was, because with my choices was because you're about to tell them what number one was. Mm-hmm. You went gimmicky, so my thought was let's do 2 terrible.
I don't believe you, because you put your 2 matches in first before you even knew what my 2 were going to be. So
that's true. That's true. But then when you went gimmicky, I was like, no, I knew you'd go gimmicky is what I mean, because I chose 2 dodgy matches that are bell-to-bell matches, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. All right. If that's the narrative you want to paint, Mr. All right, whatever. You can control your own narrative.
I control my own narrative, my friend.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, man. Yeah, Mike agrees. A lot of responses for a shortened poll, though. I don't know who's angry with this. Somebody's angry on the Facebook, but whatever. Good for them. But, guys, this week's winner was a terrible match from WCW Halloween Havoc 1998 between the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. So, and I think this was a bad one. This was a bad one. But the card was good, kind of, pretty much. So I'm going to run down the card from Halloween Havoc 1998.
It's very bad.
Before that, well, the card was good. The match is terrible. The show opened. The show opened with Chris Jericho versus Raven for the TV title. Jericho wins, defends his title. That match, cage match, gives that one 6.5. That's a decent match. Next, we have Wrath versus Ming. Wrath defeated Ming. Come on, Ming's going to kick everybody's ass and win, but whatever. Disco Inferno defeats Juventud Guerrera. Alex Wright defeats Fit Finley. Saturn defeats Lodi. Cruiserweight title match. Kidman defeated Disco Inferno, as he should. Big fuck you to Disco. Yes. Let's see. WCW World Tag Team title match. We had Buff Bagwell and Rick Steiner defeat NWO Hollywood, Scott Steiner, and the Giant. And that was a title change because the champs were Scott Hall and the Giant. And this is one of my favorite versions of the Giant. This is cigarette smoking Giant. When he's this has got the one where he's leaning over the ropes, just smoking cigarettes, just being all like, I don't give a fuck about anything. So that's my favorite incarnation of the Giant. But yeah, unfortunately they lost the belts. And then right after that, that led to a no disqualification match between Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner, which Rick Steiner won. Then we had Scott Hall defeating Kevin Nash by countout. Then we had a U.S. title match between Bret Hart, the champion, defeating Sting.
I feel like that ends by DQ as well.
No, it does not. And then our next match, it would have said DQ because the ones that ended DQ said DQ, I think, on here, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right, let me just read.
I mean, you know more than I will, Cass, to be fair.
Yeah, Bret Hart knocked him out. Bret Hart defeated Sting by knockout. So he knocked him out.
Yeah.
Now, then after that is the co-main event, which is the match we're going to watch tonight, which Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior wasn't even the main event. We've got Hulk Hogan defeating the Ultimate Warrior. This is a 14-minute and 20-second match as the co-main event. But the main event of the night was the heavyweight title match between Goldberg, the champion, defeating Diamond Dallas Page. Now, the thing about this
match...
This is the match I was going to talk about it. The thing about this is WCW's pay-per-view. The pay-per-view ran 3.5 hours instead of 3. Because of this, many of the pay-per-view feeds ended. So a lot of the pay-per-view providers cut off because they had a 3-hour allotted time. So a lot of people didn't even see the main event of Goldberg Dallas Page. Was just getting started when most people's pay-per-view feeds cut. So they showed the match the next night on Nitro for everybody, to make up for it. But yeah, there was like thousands of pay-per-view customers lost their didn't get the main event because the broadcast ran out of time. So, but
so bad.
Goldberg beat Diamond Dallas Page. He defeated him and he retained the belt. So That was the big kerfuffle for that pay-per-view. Was not only was it a terrible match for the co-main event and probably for the main event, but nobody got to even see the main event because the shit cut off. So let's get into some terrible pay-per-view watching, guys. Let's do this. So, guys, if you're ready, cue up WCW Halloween Havoc 1998 on your Peacock or your network, WWE Network apps. We'll give you a few minutes to load that up while we bullshit. But once you do, I think on mine, we stopped it right before the match starts. There's a segment in the back with an ambulance where I think somebody's getting loaded into the ambulance. And then right after that, it goes to a black screen before they go to the arena before the match. And on Peacock, the timestamp on that is 22 hours, 33 minutes, and 49 seconds. For you on the network, you have, 2 hours and 30 minutes even? Is that right, Tom? And we've lost Tom.
Have we?
Nope, there you are. You're back. So 2 hours and 30 minutes is what you got. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right. So, guys, load it up. 2 hours and 30 minutes on WWE Network. 2 hours, 33 minutes, and 49 seconds on Peacock. And we'll give you just a few minutes to get that shit set up in case you're ready. Not ready yet. But, Tom, are you ready for this? Have you watched this match recently? Because I know you like to watch things ahead of time.
No, I was a good boy. I haven't seen it.
You've never seen it, or you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it recently. I'll put it that way. I've watched it because I feel like that's a bit of a rite of passage that you have to watch some bad matches if you like the good. So I have watched it, but I haven't watched it probably in over a year.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you got it ready now. We're ready to go. So, Tom, you'll do the countdown this week if you're cool with that.
Yeah.
All right. So whenever you're ready.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. And we are going to the arena, right?
Yep.
Okay. Crowd's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Who's coming out first? Probably Hogan.
Probably Warrior, because Hogan viewed himself as a champ.
Well, let's see. I can't hear the music, so I don't know what's going on.
Neither can I. I turned it right down.
Crowd looks into it. Halloween Havoc was always my favorite WCW pay-per-view, and Bischoff considered that their biggest of the year. That was their WrestleMania. He always Hogan's out first, like I thought, bro.
Oh, Hogan's out first. I apologize.
Hollywood, baby, Hollywood. Hollywood Hogan was my favorite Hogan, brother.
What's your thoughts on their first match?
The one from WrestleMania
6, yeah.
I mean, it was a early '90s match. Lots of holds, lots of arm bars and headlocks and fucking, shit like that. But it's a match. What about you?
I quite like it, especially when you watch it in comparison with this match, if you know what I mean.
Well, that was also the match Ultimate Warrior held up the show hostage, whatever, right? With a gun, supposedly. For more money.
That was SummerSlam.
Oh. Okay. Because he was champion at that point.
I think that was SummerSlam, Cass.
Yeah, because he was already champion, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it looks like we got Hogan beating up Horace,
yeah, but he wasn't being
nephew.
paid as much as Hogan.
So Hollywood just they're showing some clips from last week. For life, brother. For life. Right, Mike? Boom, for life.
Oh, shout out to Mike, by the way. I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter, Cass. But he updated my logo for me, and he's made me a background. He's made me a background for my YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, he and I talked about that. Good stuff. Mike's a good guy.
I just reached out and said, look, bro, I like what you do. Could you? I appreciate that you might not have time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Hogan's got a lot of, they're giving him some time just to ham it up in the ring here. Of course. I like that Boa. Boa Hogan's the best.
This is why this match went so long, because the entrances is so long, my friend.
Well, Hogan's got to get his 5-minute intro.
That's true.
Here we go.
So have you seen this before?
I watched this live.
Ah, fair enough. What was your reaction to the pay-per-view feed cutting then?
My feed didn't cut.
Oh, did it not?
Mm-mm. Not that I remember. I don't remember my feed cutting, but I know a lot of people.
Was it only in certain markets then?
It depended upon who your pay-per-view provider was. A lot of people's did not hold out through the entire main event. They cut off at the certain time limit. Like, depending upon who you bought the pay-per-view through, or who your satellite provider, cable provider was, or whatever. Like, certain ones didn't run the extended time. God, Warrior already was gassed.
That's just what I was going to say, funny enough.
And he didn't even run, did he?
Not really. Not like prime Warrior 80s run. I'll put it that way.
No,
but
he didn't even
that's
run.
what always makes me laugh with Warrior. He was always gassed before he gets to the ring.
Brother didn't know how to do any cardio. All he was doing was lifting weights.
Mm.
God, yeah. Yeah, dude.
By the way, if you guys can hear a fan, I apologize, but it's very hot in the UK today.
We can't hear a fan.
That's fine. Because as I said on previous podcasts, if I don't have my fan on days like today, this podcast might turn into a bit of a snuff film.
Let's see. Hogan's almost in the ring, bro. That bow is fire, though. Look how big it is.
Mm.
That ain't cheap. Tell that woman, man. Give her shit. Give her the business, Hulk. Uh-oh. Mike says 10-year-old Mike was real pissed about the show getting cut off.
Oh, really?
He says his cut off in the DDP match.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure mine didn't. I don't remember mine doing that. I think
I wasn't even born yet, so I can't comment.
Dude, get him back. Get him back, man.
And then when I have watched this match, obviously, I've watched it through the network, so.
Man, I wish I had that do-rag.
I'll have to remember that for a birthday present, Cass.
Well, that's a good one, bro. That's do-rag Hogan. It's got the NWO flag at the back, too. The little flap. I mean, that shit's fire.
Has the NWO peaked at this point? Or
it's on the decline.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah. Because we've already got Wolfpack versus NWO Hollywood at this point.
Because I'm going to make myself sound really stupid, but this is post the Sting stuff, isn't it? Where the whole fast count and non-fast count bullshit.
Yeah, Sting's part of the Wolfpack at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mike was part of that. Had to watch it on Nitro. He had to watch the main event on Nitro the next night. Yeah, most of the country did, I think, and I guess Canada. That's why Mike was in Canada. Of course, he's not getting like American feeds.
This is gonna be so bad.
Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be real bad.
Do you take pleasure in watching bad wrestling? Because I do.
Yeah, I go to indie shows constantly.
Fair enough. You know, I nearly nominated Hogan versus Shawn Michaels, but that's so bad it's good territory in my opinion.
I mean, a lot of matches are so bad they're good. That's kind of the point of fun in watching them. That's what we're doing here.
This is just bad.
This is during the stage where WCW loved painting the logo in the middle of the ring, and people used to slip and get hurt all the time too. Oh, they finally locked up. They finally locked up. How long did it take? It is 8 minutes into 8 minutes from when we started, and they finally locked up.
Yeah. They just look like they don't want to be there. I'll say that. Or Warrior does, at least.
Also, Mike, you're missing the point. It's not like I'm picking them. It's just that I go to a lot of indie shows in my area.
There's an indie show in my town this weekend, and tickets were already sold out. That was very upsetting.
Which one?
Wrestle Force.
Well, that's a good one. Warrior with the shoulder tackle. Hogan is selling it like it was fucking thunderous.
Yeah. So I was very upset about that, Cass. I'm not going to lie.
She was asked about going in as media since they're sold out. Be like, hey.
Yeah, true.
Oh
I'm
man,
slowly.
homie in the front, dude in the front's got the do-rag. Must have been for sale at the show. Yeah, Hogan better slow this match down. It was definitely going too fast.
Was this in Vegas?
Yeah, I think so. Let me check. I have everything pulled up right here as usual. Yeah, the MGM Grand in Vegas. Home of the first Double or Nothing. Hey, no, the MGM Grand though. Most of the WCW Halloween Havocs ended up being there during the late '90s,
Yeah.
mid to late '90s. Are they about to actually lock up again?
Yeah. Who do you reckon's calling this match?
I don't
Not
know. Turn up your
commentary.
volume.
Not commentary. I didn't mean calling it. I meant who's what's the
Oh,
word?
dude, Hogan doesn't let anybody. Like Hogan's gonna let somebody tell him what he's doing.
That's what I meant.
I mean, they worked it out, but I'm sure the finish was given to him. They told him like Hogan has creative control over everything. Warrior was basically just brought in just so Hogan could get redemption.
To give Hogan his Mania 6 for him back, right?
Yeah, which is what this was. So, yeah. Man, Warrior had already had his terrible like WWF run too, where Triple H did work on him.
Is that the one where Triple H basically gets eaten by him in the Mania match?
Was it Mania? Yeah, and it was real short. Like
Mania 12, he kicks out the pedigree, doesn't even take his jacket off, pretty much hits whatever his move is off his shoulders, which I don't know the name of. A splash.
That was like 96 or 7. That was like 2 years before this.
This was his last match.
He's OWN, One Warrior Nation, on his ass.
And this was his last match till he wrestled Orlando Jordan in Spain.
Warrior?
Yeah.
Really, he didn't do another one after this? I thought there was a tag match. Didn't they do it? Was that already happened?
That's already happened.
God, see, there a lot of this kind of stuff. This was like that WrestleMania match. Lots of like, test the strength and headlocks.
Which I can't remember who said this in a review because that's how else I've seen this match. But it's like that stuff worked in the 80s, but wrestling's moved on since then. And do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So 2 weeks before this, Sting and the Warrior defeated Bret Hart and Hulk Hogan on Nitro at the United Center in Chicago.
Yeah.
And then he did the War Games match, the tag team 9-man War Games. Team WCW, Diamond Dallas Page, Piper, and Warrior against NWO Hollywood and NWO Wolfpack was 2 months before that. So, yeah, he had 3 matches in WCW.
And then I think he cuts one more promo on Nitro, and then he's gone. I think.
I don't even know if he does that, but yeah, he doesn't. That's it. And his last match in WWF was a dark match where he defeated Vader by countout for WWF Superstars taping. So yikes, yeah.
That was before this though, wasn't it?
Yeah. That was his last WWF match before he came, and then he did 3 WCW matches. God,
and then, as I say, in 2008.
Dude, what are we doing? Are we really doing the crisscross here? Jesus Christ, guys.
In Barcelona, I think. I think it's Barcelona.
Warrior no selling. Sorry, I'm just trying to watch the match and talk about it. But yeah, look at the Warrior no selling Hogan shit. Hogan.
Oh, the body slam and no sell.
2 of them. Oh, you're a little behind me.
A little bit.
Warrior's so gassed. Oh, the clothesline. Hogan making it look good going over the top because Warrior wasn't helping him with that. That was all Hogan. Fucking One Warrior Nation.
That's so stupid.
This is right when he had changed his name, right?
What, to Warrior?
Yeah.
Around that area.
Yeah. Around that time period. Oh, man. Oh, they're going outside, brother. They're going to work the crowd now.
Mm. Even Hogan looks gassed.
Well, yeah. Of course. Hogan, I mean, yeah, Hogan wasn't known for doing 60-minute marathons.
No.
So, oh man, got him into the post. Oof, vicious.
Do you
Warriors
think
got
this
pain in
match
his
is
head.
remembered as being so bad because of the fact that it overran? Or do you think it would be considered a bad match even
It's
if they
so
hit
bad
the time?
because watch this spot right here with the ref getting knocked out and shit like that. Watch how horrible this is. This is just horrible. It's like they don't know what they're doing. It's like
Yeah, that's
Warrior
true.
wants to do one thing, Hogan wants to do something else. The timing's terrible. Everything's terrible. Like Warrior was going for a punch right there and then like stopped because Hogan was throwing a punch. What was that with the headlock, like and the setup for the suplex or whatever he's going? This whole thing's fucking terrible, bro. Like everything's clunky, nothing's smooth and together.
They even look pissed off with each other.
Well, I'm sure because Warrior's wanting to look good and Hogan's wanting him to not, and it's just a bunch of fucking nonsense. Oh, God damn it. Warrior no selling to. Is he gonna? Jesus, takes Giant out of the ring. Giant made that look good.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray. I forgot Stevie Ray was in NWO at this point. Vincent getting knocked out.
Is this back when the Giant could bump?
Giant, yeah, he wasn't hurt yet. He went over the top. Giant was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's Hogan down for 3 from? A punch? So like this kind of shit. Like why was Hogan down to sell a 3 count? Like he literally just got punched in the head and fell down. I don't think anything else happened.
And then Warrior on my screen is just on a mock 3 count, basically.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like Hogan gets knocked down with a punch, and then Warrior covers him and tries to pretend like there's a 3. Like bad shit's going on in this match. Hogan with a back body drop.
But you can tell normally when they do a back body drop, there seems to be some cooperation.
It was a belly to back suplex. Excuse me, I fucked it up.
Well, anyway, but Hogan looked like he basically deadlifted him when he did that.
There's just there's a lot of bad shit going on here. Oh, he did the Tracy Moore. He did it in Tracy Smothers. The 2-hand. Bow, brother. Hogan with the Tracy Smothers fucking punch. I love that. That's my favorite spot of this match so far. And Warrior selling. What is Warrior doing? Just hit him with the fucking belt. Yeah, just lash that motherfucker. Fuck him. Warrior kicked Nick Patrick in the ass and the leg for some reason. What was that for? Just choking. Fuck this shit. I'm on Team Hogan.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, fucking lash his ass. Don't put the belt on, you're disqualified. So yeah, I got a couple free lashes before disqualification.
Is that where the whole Cody spot that he used to do in AEW has come from?
I mean, Cody definitely, the weight belt was a Hulk Hogan thing. Yeah.
Because I haven't seen much of his WWE run. Has he had that in WWE? Anyway, not important.
Not important. Who are you talking about, Cody? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. Just what do we do? What is this? Warrior rolling around fucks up Hogan's elbow drops. Yeah. Hogan selling the injury on it. Like, what is going on?
I think you watching bad matches might be my new favorite thing.
Warrior he's selling the miss on his splash though, but he's selling it beautifully, terribly. I like that though.
He looks like me when I jump into a swimming pool and it's cold.
Nice. Poor Nick Patrick trying to keep this fucking shit show under control.
He's the NWO ref, right?
Not anymore. Oh.
Or he used to be, is what I mean.
These punches are terrible. Warrior taking his belt. Warrior's like, I'm the vet, brother. You don't whip me. I whip you.
That was a dope Warrior impression. That was a bad one.
Warrior snorts and does shit like that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. I said that was good.
What is he doing? Oh. He punched him in the head with leather. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll knock him out. God damn. Okay, is Hogan going to try to burn him here? Yeah, the terrible fireball.
Yes. And that's where it goes wrong.
No, this match hasn't been right to begin with. This isn't where it goes wrong. This just This just continues off the tracks like it should be.
What I mean is the fireball spot itself goes wrong. This whole match
Jesus Christ, that was terrible. He burned himself.
This whole match
Warrior no-sells it.
Can I say dog shit? I can, right?
Oh, it's dog shit. Yeah, this whole match is dog shit. Hogan fucks up the fire spot. Warrior just gets mad and punches him. He's like, why is Hogan bleeding? Is he bleeding from the leather belt punch?
I don't know, but he's bleeding from the face, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he sold the leather belt punch to the face and is bleeding for some reason. Or maybe he's bleeding from the fire. I don't know. It's fucking... Hogan can't Memphis, brother. That's all. All I'm going to tell you right now is Hogan don't know how to Memphis, brother. That's all I know. Warrior off the fucking top. Was that what I just saw?
When did that ever happen?
Right there. And about to happen again.
Yeah, what I mean is I don't remember it ever happening in his WWE run.
He goes to do a double axe handle, then just gives up and just hits it with one hand. I like that bullshit. That's fucking terrible. Yeah, fuck your dick, brother.
This match reminds me
of,
God, like if
clothesline is fucking awful too. Oh, Warrior don't want to do any of this shit. He's like, I don't think they talked it out like I thought they did.
Nah,
we'll call it in the ring, brother. We'll call it in the ring, brother.
You know, like if someone got in the ring their first day of training.
Oh, Horace Hogan's out. Jesus Christ. No, I really think that the two egos probably didn't want to talk this match out beforehand, and they're just going to call this shit in the ring. They know the gist of how the match is going to go, and they're just going to call this shit in the ring, and nobody's really wanting to give the other one a fucking inch. Imagine that. Warrior no selling moves. Hogan trying to sell for these fucking clotheslines, though. Bischoff just headlocking Nick Patrick's so that Horace can hit Warrior with the chair shot and smoke him in the back. Hogan with the tights, giving him the goose in the taint there too. And that's the 1, 2, 3. Wow.
I reckon that was called on the fly because of the dodgy fireball spot.
I mean, they knew the finish probably. Yeah, the fireball was supposed to happen. I don't know if that was supposed to. There was a bunch of. Ugh.
This is so bad.
And Horace Hogan just got smoked by fucking Hogan the Nitro before. So storyline wise, he's coming out to save his uncle after he fucking beat the shit out of him on Nitro and left him laying like a bitch. Hogan's like, you did the right thing, brother.
Was Vince Russo booking at this point?
98? Probably still Kevin Sullivan.
Only because it's a swerve. That's the only reason I ask.
I don't know. Let me look. 1998 booking. WCW booking.
No, it wouldn't have been Russo because he didn't come until 99.
Sullivan lasted through the end of 98, and Terry Taylor was the head co-booker.
Ah.
So there you go. Yeah, 1998 was definitely Kevin. No, yeah, 98, 99 was Kevin Nash is the head booker.
Ah. Wait.
But I think it was a committee though. I think Kevin Sullivan and Terry Taylor helped in 99. No, that was 99. Terry Taylor and so Kevin Sullivan had the committee. This is all Kevin Nash, 98, 99. And Kevin Sullivan and Terry Taylor were 98 before Kevin Nash got the book. So this is Kevin Nash decisioning.
Okay.
With Hogan, of course, having creative control and everybody having creative control and getting to say what the fuck they want to happen. So imagine trying to book people that tell you how their match is going to go. That's fun.
Yeah.
But Warrior's still rolling around in the ring from a chair shot to the back of the head.
And then there was a load of lighter fluid as well.
And so they just get shit dumped on him. Is that what happened? That's fucking bad.
Horace Hogan just dumped a load of lighter fluid on him. And then people, I don't know who they were, but people were like, "You can't do that," but etc. etc.
Wow. So that was that.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause this because after we finish, I want to watch the main event.
Yeah. Unlike the people that watch this pay-per-view live, you get to follow it right up
Yeah,
and keep going.
exactly.
So yeah, that was a bad one, but most Ultimate Warrior matches are honestly not to, just kind of how it is. Yeah. So, but anyway, what did you think, bud? Was it as good as you had hoped?
Let's never do that again.
I'm more than good never watching that match again. Yeah. I like bad matches, but I do not like that match. Yeah. But
as I say, I think some matches go to the point where it's like.
Mike's right. The 7 minutes it took for them to lock up was almost as long as the match itself.
He's right, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's. I wonder what went over time because that match was short and it still was a 3.5 hour pay-per-view, way over time. And I bet a lot of the Scott Steiner stuff and a lot of the Goldberg stuff was probably overtime. Oh no, Goldberg didn't get the time because he's at the end, but I bet he did go overtime anyway because that match was what, like 16, 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So that was that, man. We did it.
Why did we put ourselves through that again?
That was yours. I don't mind it. I'll watch all bad matches you want, but. So this is kind of the reason why WCW got the bad rep they were having after being so hot and so on fire. We started putting shit like this out, especially because this was their big show, bro.
Yeah,
this is Halloween Havoc.
This is what I said to you. Being strictly a WWE guy, this is the WCW I know. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. No match.
No match on the show went over 15 minutes. Really?
Yeah. So either way, they definitely timed this out bad. If no match went over 15 minutes, I still don't feel like people hit their timing like they should because this is supposed to be out in 3 hours, or they wouldn't have had the issue of having fucking the main event cut off. So somebody was not hitting their timing like they were supposed to. It's just all bad. This whole show was.
There's a promo on the show from Hogan, so
of course there is. But anyway,
my point is that could have been what went along.
Yeah. But we'll do it again next week. So, guys, we will have another poll on our Twitter at Wrestle Watch Pod. And you guys can decide what we're going to watch next week, too, like you did this week. Just tell everybody. We'll figure that out later. We don't know what the theme is going to be. We'll figure that out and let you guys know.
Since Mike's in the chat, has he spoken to you?
Mike speaks to me often. I don't know. Does that have anything to do with what we're talking about now?
Yes.
Okay.
He might.
Oh, about an indie one? I mean, whatever you guys want to do. Just you decide, brother. We'll figure it out. But anyway, we'll have the poll up and we'll do all that. But Tom, tell everybody where they can find you, what you got going on, what's coming up, what you got to push, promote yourself, do all that good shit.
So the good people can follow me on Twitter at Tom Talks Rubbish. They can subscribe to my YouTube channel on Twitter, on YouTube, sorry, not Twitter, Tom Talks Rubbish, where basically I've interviewed many of the greats in the wrestling media. You can basically check out my link tree for all my socials and stuff like that. And tonight, guys, if you guys are Fightful Select members, I think that it's Fightful Select, right?
Or it's on Overbooked. I don't really know which channel it's on.
If you guys are Fightful Select members,
you should know. I'm going to be the fucking guy. You're on it.
I know. I'm going to be on Coexisting Over Dark, After Dark, with Maggie and Rob from Fightful. So come hang out with us if you're a Fightful Select member.
Or if it's on the Overbooked channel, watch it free on that. Whatever the
It's not. The first live stream is, and then they go over to Fightful Overbooked with a guest.
Gotcha. Well, good, man. Have fun with that, man. Those are two of my favorite people, so I'm sure we'll have a good time.
Oh, yeah. Like, you know how good my relationship is with Rob Wilkins. Like, what a guy. And he's the one that's been saying to me, come on. And then finally we've managed to get a date in the diary. And I'm really excited now.
Nice, man. Well, good.
Nervous as heck. Nervous as heck, but
hey, man, you're on before me. I don't come on for another couple weeks, so you got asked on before I did. So fuck yeah, man, good for you. Anyway,
yeah, but yeah, that should be
you'll
fun.
have a good time.
And as
Bro. You'll
always,
have a good
Cass,
time.
this has been fun as always, man.
Yeah, man. Well, guys, you can follow me. It's right there at Casshole with 3 O's, CASSHOOOLE on Twitter, on pretty much all of it, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever. Just add me, whatever you guys want to do. Make sure you follow the podcast for the site or for the podcast here at Wrestle Watch Pod. Follow bodyslam.net at bodyslamnet. Go to the website. Keep checking the website so you don't have to wait for the articles to hit social media. You can read them as they go out. I've got an interview dropping probably tomorrow or maybe late tonight with NWA World Television Champion Tyrus.
I'm so excited to watch that, by the way.
It was fun. We talk about NWA 74 coming up in 2 weeks. He's in the main event against Trevor Murdoch for the World Championship. We talk about how he got his start in wrestling in 2006 for Deep South Wrestling, what led to that. We talk about a little bit about him working as a bodyguard with Snoop Dogg. We talk about his book, Tyrus, a Memoir, or whatever it is, something like that. We talk about his book. We talk about shit, man. We just talk. It's like 30 minutes. We talk about a little bit about wrestling and politics. We talk about comedy and politics, or wrestling. We talk about his stand-up comedy, his movie career. Dude, we talk about all types of shit. It was like 40 minutes. It was a good time. So that'll be out. That'll be out probably really tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, man. Until next week, I think that's about it, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Tom, as always, buddy, I'll see you soon. Guys, thank you again. Make sure you follow us on all of it. Twitch, follow us on the sub, like, follow, all that shit. Guys, love you. See you next week. I'm done with this.